Hi looters, welcome back to Tick to Loot market updates for August 10th, 2026. We're diving into yesterday's key moves, today's data calendar, and the big headlines shaping the week. First, a quick reminder. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Markets carry risk. Always do your own research and consult a licensed financial advisor before making any trading decisions. Let's get into it. Starting with yesterday, the Japanese data releases were light on surprises. The bank lending year-over-year figure was forecast at 5.7%, matching the previous reading, and the actual number hasn't been published yet, so the market saw no immediate shift. The BOJ's summary of opinions also came in with no new figures, keeping sentiment steady. The current account was expected to narrow to 2.50 trillion yen from a prior 3.06 trillion, indicating a potential dip in the surplus. But without the actual result, traders kept a watchful eye. In short, the yen stayed largely unchanged as expectations aligned with prior data. Moving to today's calendar, the first release is the Japan Economy Watcher Sentiment Index. Analysts forecast a modest rise to 44.6 from 44.0 in the previous period. This sentiment gauge reflects how business leaders feel about the near-term economic outlook. A higher reading can hint at optimism in corporate spending, which may support the yen if investors see a stronger domestic economy. While the actual number will come out later, the market is likely to watch for any deviation from the forecast as a cue for future monetary policy expectations. Next up, the Eurozone Centix Investor Confidence Index is on the docket. The consensus view expects the index to climb to minus 0.7, a notable improvement from minus 3.1 previously. This metric aggregates the sentiment of thousands of investors across the region, so a jump towards zero signals a more upbeat mood. Traders often interpret a rising Centix as a supportive factor for the euro, especially if it aligns with other positive economic data. Keep an eye on whether the actual release beats or misses the forecast, as that could add nuance to euro-related positioning. Turning to the United States, the Cleveland Fed will publish its inflation expectations. The previous reading stood at 3.7%, and while the forecast wasn't specified, the market expects continuity unless new wage or price pressures emerge. Inflation expectations are a leading indicator for the Federal Reserve's policy stance, so any shift could influence the dollar's trajectory. If expectations rise, it might suggest future rate hikes, while a dip could signal easing pressure. The actual figure will be a useful data point for gauging the Fed's forward guidance. Also on the U.S. side, a speech by FOMC member Chairman Hammack is scheduled. While no specific market impact is forecast, speeches from Fed officials often provide clues about the committee's thinking on rates and inflation. Analysts will listen for any hints about the timing of future policy moves or concerns about the labor market. Even subtle language shifts can sway sentiment, so traders typically monitor the tone and any forward-looking statements closely. Later today, Japan observes a bank holiday, meaning the domestic markets will be closed. This pause can reduce liquidity for yen pairs, potentially leading to tighter spreads and less price movement. Traders often adjust their exposure ahead of holidays to avoid unexpected gaps when markets reopen. It's worth noting that the holiday may also delay the release of any pending data, so the next available figures could arrive on the following business day. Looking ahead to the week, Tuesday brings the Reserve Bank of Australia's monetary policy announcement. The RBA's decision can swing the Australian dollar, especially if the statement deviates from market expectations on rates or the outlook for inflation and employment. Analysts will compare the policy rate to the forecast and dissect the accompanying commentary for hints about future tightening or easing. The outcome could also ripple into commodity markets, given Australia's strong export ties. Wednesday's agenda includes the German final inflation data for July. Germany is the Eurozone's largest economy, so its price dynamics heavily influence the broader euro area inflation picture. A higher-than-expected CPI could bolster expectations of tighter ECB policy, while a softer reading might ease those concerns. Traders will compare the final figure to the preliminary estimate and the market's consensus to gauge any shift in monetary outlook for the euro. Also on Wednesday, the United States releases its July Consumer Price Index. The CPI is the headline inflation metric the Federal Reserve watches closely. A reading above the forecast could reinforce expectations of continued rate hikes, while a lower number might suggest cooling price pressures. Market participants will dissect core versus headline components, as core CPI excludes volatile food and energy items. This data point often triggers short-term moves in the dollar and treasury yields. Thursday's spotlight turns to Norway's central bank, Norges Bank, which will announce its policy decision. Norway's economy is closely tied to oil prices, so the bank's stance can be influenced by global energy trends. If the rate decision diverges from expectations, the Norwegian krone could experience volatility. Analysts will also look at the bank's inflation outlook and any forward guidance, especially given the recent movements in European energy markets. Wrapping up, today's calendar offers several low-impact yet informative releases: Japan's sentiment gauge, Eurozone confidence, and U.S. inflation expectations, plus a Fed speech and a Japanese holiday. The week ahead adds weight with the RBA decision, German CPI, U.S. CPI, and Norges Bank policy. While none of these events carry a high surprise factor, the collective data can shape market bias and set the tone for central bank narratives. Remember, this analysis is educational and not advice. Stay sharp, looters, and hit subscribe for tomorrow's market update. See you next time.